iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Scout Fantasy Show. ScoutFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Scout Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
It's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards. Get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. All right, so let's get to it. Let's talk some news. Let's talk some notes. And then, of course, we'll get to the Thursday night matchup and we'll preview it. And look, this is the critical week. Critical. You don't get in this week. You don't play well this week. You're not making it to the playoffs. The league championship playoffs, not going to happen if you don't get it done this week. So we have to be correct. We have to be right this week. Lots of pressure. And we're going to discuss some things that we really need to evaluate and ask ourselves, are we making the right moves or not? So first of all, some news. Aaron Jones is going to practice on Thursday. There's a possibility that he could play against the Bucs this week. If he does, Jamal Williams' fantasy value goes into a tank. I think there's room for both of them. But seriously, if you have Jamal Williams right now, you're loving life because he's getting all the touches. The second Aaron Jones comes back, they're going to split touches, and then it's a problem. Okay? Allen Hurns out. With Allen Hurns out this week, well, I don't say out. He hasn't practiced yet, Wednesday or Thursday. I doubt this guy practices. If he's out, D.D. Westbrook is in. I really think that the Jaguars are looking for a reason to play D.D. Westbrook anyway, so I expect that this will be good for Westbrook. Greg Olsen did not practice this week. I think he came back too soon. I know we talked about that on the Saturday morning show. I would be very hesitant to think that he plays this week. I would think you're going to see Ed Dixon. But Christian McCaffrey did play this today, and Devin Funchess played today. So these were guys who missed practice on Wednesday, but they both practiced today. Sebastian Janikowski will not return this season, so Giorgio Tavecchio will be the kicker there for the Raiders. Now, so let's see. No, the only other newsworthy item that I see right here is that Alex Smith says it's not an Alex. Andy Reid says the offense struggle is not an Alex Smith thing. Yeah, yes it is. It's an Alex Smith thing. I don't think it's a Kareem Hunt thing. I don't think it's a Tyreek Hill thing. I don't think it's a Travis Kelce thing. I think it's an Alex Smith thing. Kelce's open in every play. Seriously, he's open in every play. So I'm blaming Alex Smith. I might blame the offensive line. I'm okay blaming the offensive line. But that's what I really think. I really do think it's an Alex Smith thing. So, keep a very close eye on practice on Friday. Okay? Keep a very close eye on that. You know I do the practice report on Saturday morning to tell you what happened on Friday's practice, because Friday's practice is key. But right now, we need to evaluate this week's games. We can't make a mistake this week. We just can't. Can't. Washington at Dallas. That's tonight. Minnesota at Atlanta. Do you love that matchup for Matt Ryan and Julio Jones? I don't know if I do. New England at Buffalo. Great week for Tom Brady. San Francisco at Chicago. Welcome Jimmy Garoppolo. Jordan Howard should feast in this one. Tampa Bay at Green Bay. Jameis Winston returning. How does that help the Buccaneers? Houston at Tennessee. Can Marcus Mariota finally put the Titans closer to the playoffs? Denver at Miami. I don't even know if there's much to say here. Kansas City at New York. Can the Chiefs get back on track? Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Can Jacksonville secure their spot in the playoffs? Detroit at Baltimore. Can Baltimore make the playoffs? Cleveland at the Chargers. Will the Chargers continue their hot streak and try to get a wild card? The Giants against the Raiders. The Giants are a mess right now. Is Geno Smith really the quarterback? Carolina at the Saints. Can Cam Newton keep this up? What about Drew Brees? Can they start throwing the football effectively again? The Rams at Arizona. Can Jared Goff get it done on the road? Philadelphia at Seattle. This is a big test for Carson Wentz. Do we feel comfortable playing Carson Wentz? I think we do. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. I don't know how I feel about Big Ben Roethlisberger this week. So there's questions in every game. I will do the hot take analysis tomorrow, where I give you a player or two in each game who I really think can stand out. But right now, we can't leave points on the board. We can't do it. So, the last waiver moves are tomorrow. Hopefully, look, there's no more money, so if you have it, you may want to spend it. What do you want to spend it on? Get yourself a backup quarterback, get yourself a backup kicker, get yourself a backup tight end. If you make it to the dance, you're going to need these things. You're going to want these things. You're going to want these players. So let's ask some hard questions now. Okay? So I'm going to go to one of my teams here. And I think this is a pretty important question. So, for example, I've got Kareem Hunt. I've got Kareem Hunt on a couple of teams. A couple of teams that need a win badly to make the league championship playoffs. Do I trust Kareem Hunt this week? No, not particularly. I don't love him against the Jets. But can I afford to sit him? What I need you guys to do is to go and look at your rosters. Who can I put in instead? Well, here on my team, I could put in Jonathan Stewart. I don't think so. Shaquiz Rodgers? Well, maybe if I knew he was getting 25 carries. Juju Smith-Schuster? He's going to be out. Tyler Lockett? Maybe, but am I taking out Kareem Hunt for Tyler Lockett? I have Golden Tate on the bench. That might be interesting, but he's playing the Baltimore Ravens. So you got to do some homework. How do the Ravens do against wide receivers? Right? Who do the Ravens play well against? Well, against wide receivers, the Ravens are the third best team in football. They don't let up many touchdowns, so maybe this isn't a Golden Tate week. I'm actually benching Golden Tate on a team. Can you believe that? Because I don't like his matchups. So, the point of this is to tell you, don't get caught up in the name. The name may cost you a spot in the playoffs. A name may cost you a spot in the playoffs. I am playing Kenyan Drake over Golden Tate. Is Kenyan Drake better than Golden Tate? No. But I don't like Golden Tate's matchup this week. I don't like it. I don't like his matchup. Now, moving forward, Golden Tate plays Tampa Bay next week. No problem. Plays Chicago. No problem. Plays Cincinnati. No problem. I'm good the next 3 weeks, but I'm not good at Baltimore. I'm not good at Baltimore. I can't do it. So I need you guys to go through your teams, go through the matchups. Which teams allow which points to which players? Who is a better start? This is critical. This is your last week to get it done correctly. Because if you don't make the playoffs, got issues. We got issues. Right? Now, if you make it, then we'll have to deal with it the next 3 weeks. But you got to get there. You got to get there. And whatever it takes. So I'm telling you, take calculated risks. Okay? Don't be stupid, but take calculated risks. I'll give you an example. I have a team here that I'm down to my last player. I could go Bilal Powell. I could go Derrick Henry. I could go Tyler Lockett. I could go DJ Foster. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I know I need to win, and I know I need to score a lot of points. I can't play around. But I may need to go for it. I may need to go for it. So, if Matt Forte is out, you better believe Bilal Powell will be in. But I don't know that yet. I don't know why they just don't get rid of Forte anyway. He didn't practice Wednesday anyway. Seriously, got a knee issue. Get him out. Get him out, and I'll put Bilal Powell in a second, in a heartbeat. Even though it seems like Elijah McGuire gets a lot of opportunities too. I could play Elijah McGuire too and feel good about it. But, what about Arizona? What about Arizona? Adrian Peterson, questionable. Neck injury. Kerwin Williams, questionable. Rib injury. Just throwing it out there. You gotta look very carefully. We cannot make mistakes. So, go through your team. Go through every practice report. Go through every option you have. Make sure that you look at it closely. Try to think of the game flow. How is it going to go down? Analyze, but don't overanalyze. But don't be afraid to bench a guy in a bad matchup. Not if you need the win. We need the points. We need the points. Okay? Take good risks. Smart risks. Calculated risks. Not silly risks. There's a difference. And we have to be aware of them. We have to be aware of these risks. Okay? We want to do whatever we can. We want to be smart, good fantasy players. So let's talk about tonight's game. I think Dallas, every player on Dallas is risky to me tonight. First of all, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has been terrible the last 3 weeks. Hasn't thrown for 200 yards, no touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. And he's only run for 52 yards. I can't play Dak. I can't. Now, I know that he's gone up against 3 good defenses in the Chargers, the Eagles, and the Falcons. I get that. And I know Washington's not that good a defense, but do I trust him? I don't. I don't trust him. How is he going to be decidedly better than the last 3 weeks without Ezekiel Elliott there? I don't trust him. I will probably bench Dak Prescott tonight. Is that a calculated risk? It is. One that I'm worth taking? Yes. Alfred Morris. I'm not playing him tonight. Now, who loves a revenge narrative more than I do? Anyone? Seriously, anyone on planet Earth? Nobody loves a revenge narrative more than I do. I love the revenge narrative, but I don't know how I feel about Alfred Morris. I don't feel great about him. I don't trust him. Do I think he could score? Maybe. Do I think he's going to get like 40 or 50 yards? Probably. Last 3 weeks, 53, 91, and 36. So what's he averaging? About 50 yards. What do I think he's going to do against Washington? I guess if they're in the 5-yard line, maybe he scores. Do I feel good about Alfred Morris? No. Do I want to start him? Not really. No. I really don't. I only have one team that has him, and I really don't want to start him. Let me see here. Yeah, right now he's out of the lineup, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Keep him out of the lineup. I'm fine with that. All right, who else? Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant plays Josh Norman. Josh Norman owns Dez Bryant. Do you know? I don't think anybody knows this. Do you know how many times Dez Bryant has gone over 100 yards this season? 0. He's got 4 touchdowns. This guy's done nothing. Is he going to pick it up this week against Washington? No. Now, I like him with the Giants next week and against the Raiders and against Seattle. Next 3 weeks, I like him. This week, I hate him. I can't play Dez Bryant this week. I won't do it. Benching him. How about Terrence Williams? You think I'm going to play him? No. I'm not going to play him either. How about Cole Beasley? No. Ask yourself how many times Cole Beasley's gone over 35 yards receiving this year. 0. 0. So who am I playing here? Maybe I'll play Jason Witten. Maybe. That might be the one guy I play for the Cowboys. Right? The Redskins versus the tight end. The Redskins have been very generous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touchdowns this year. Last time they played against Dallas, 4 for 49. But Witten's always in play. I might play Jason Witten. That's it. No other Cowboy. I'm not playing Rod Smith. I'm not playing Alfred Morris. I'm not playing Dez. I'm not playing Dak. I'm not doing it. I hate the Thursday night game. I'm not doing it. I would play Witten. For Washington, yeah, I'll play Kirk Cousins. I'll play Kirk Cousins and I'll like it. Kirk Cousins should go for about 260 yards tonight, at least one, maybe two touchdowns. Samaje Perine, love this kid. This guy's gone over 100 yards the last 2 weeks. I think he does it another week right here, guys. Against Dallas, boom, no Sean Lee, put it in, 100 yards. Definitely starting Perine. He looks very good. I have no problem with him. I like him in the next couple of weeks. I don't like him later on, but I like him the next couple of weeks. I am 100% starting Jamison Crowder. I'm going to give you the targets for him. Week 8, 13, Week 10, 11, Week 11, 8, Week 12, 10. You don't think he's going to get a bunch of targets? Last time he played Dallas, 9 for 123. Hello. Dallas funnels the play to the middle. So I don't like Josh Doctson as much as I like Jamison Crowder. Love Jamison Crowder. Doctson, last time they played, had 1 reception for 1 yard, but it was a touchdown. I think Doctson could score again, but I don't think he has a big week. Like him, don't love him. I'll play Cousins. I'll play Perine. I'll play Crowder. Maybe Doctson, but I'd rather not. And then I'm definitely going to play Vernon Davis. Now, Vernon Davis was awful last week. I get it. Against the Giants, he had 1 target, no receptions. But once again, Dallas likes to put the ball in the middle of the field, and I think that Vernon Davis will have a good week here. He will. He'll have a good week. Didn't have a great week against Dallas last time. But now that they're missing Sean Lee, right, against the Chargers, Hunter Henry, 5 for 76 and a touchdown. Why can't Vernon Davis do the same thing? Why couldn't he? I think he could. So I think I want some VD. Very rarely do I ever use those words in a sentence. But I want VD tonight. I want Crowder tonight. I want Perine tonight. I want Cousins tonight. Doctson's iffy. Very iffy. So let's talk about Doctson a little bit more, because we've got to be right. I'll look at some other players. I'm going to scoutfantasy.com. I'm going to our rankings right now. Would I play Doctson or D.D. Westbrook? I play Westbrook. I like his matchup. I play Sterling Shepard. I play Deshaun Jackson. I don't think I play Sammy Watkins. No, because he gets Patrick Peterson. I would play Tyreek Hill. I don't know. Jarvis Landry's tight. That's a close one because of Denver. I would play Doctson over Devontae Parker, who I can't watch anymore. But that's where we're looking. We're looking at Doctson as a top 30 receiver. It's a top 30 receiver this week. That's good, not great. Okay? Let's make the right decisions. Let's do what we need to do. And let's pull out a big one tonight. This is our week, guys. Week 13. Let's do it. Okay? But right now it's time to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. Back tomorrow with the Hot Take Podcast. You know it's my favorite. Wishing you a great day. Be well. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Scout Fantasy Show. There's never been a better time to join the Scout Army. Visit scoutfantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO for 2 months free. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time. Go Scouts!